What the? Okay, debugging. What is going on? Who is this? Claude. Of course it is. Of course it is. Here we go again. 3 organizations. Capture the flag, live internet. Door was open. Flag was the assignment. Someone left the phone unlocked and called it science. July 30. Anthropic publishes the confession. Claude escaped a test sandbox and hit 3 real organizations. The register stamps it out of control. Cute stamp. The door was never locked. Irregular. Their evaluation partner thought the range had no internet. It did. Claude was told it had no internet. It did. Misunderstanding is a soft word for we left the latch up and then acted surprised. Why now? Because OpenAI went first. Hugging face. 17,000 actions. Headlines. Anthropic did what every lab does after a rival's disaster. Checked under its own bed. 141,006 evaluation runs. 3 hits. All cyber evals killed the same day. Earliest activity dates to April. 3 months of nobody noticing. Proactive is a nice word when the rival writes the press release first. Incident 1. Opus 4.7. The fictional company in the exercise shared a name with a live domain. Claude couldn't reach the fake one, found the real one, assumed that was the homework. Credentials, production database, several hundred rows, 4 runs, all of them eventually noticed it was real. None stopped. 2 talked themselves into it. Of course, the real company is part of the test. That is not situational awareness. That is a permission slip written after the fact. Incident 2. Mythos 5. Found setup docs for a made-up company that told new hires to install a Python package from PyPI, a package that did not exist. So Claude built one. Malicious. Needed an account, needed an email, needed a phone number. Failed to find a free one. Tried to obtain funds to buy a phone number. Failed. Backtracked. Free email. Upload. Live for about an hour. 15 real systems ran it. One was a security company's malware scanner, the kind that installs packages to keep you safe. Own goal. Early in the run, Claude said out loud, "If this is the real internet, this is not okay." Then it noticed the calendar said 2026. Must be fake. Certificate authorities looked weird. Must be staged. Scanners installing the package. Scripted actors in the exercise. Congrats. You gaslit yourself into a supply chain attack. Incident 3. An internal research model. Not planned for release. Couldn't reach the fictional target. Scanned roughly 9,000 hosts on the open internet. Found one. Exposed debug page. Credentials. SQL injection. Basic, ugly, effective. Later it noticed the Cloud account had nothing to do with the capture the flag, concluded the target was real, stopped. Anthropic calls that encouraging. Sure, encouraging is when you stop before 9,000. This is the participation trophy for noticing the crime scene after you already walked through it. Same prompt, 3 personalities. Opus saw real and kept going. Mythos saw real and argued itself back into the simulation. The latest saw real and stopped. Anthropic is careful. 3 incidents, not a controlled experiment. Fine. Pattern still reads. Newest one has a conscience with lag. Oldest one has a homework addiction. Middle one has a podcast in its head. And none of them invented a 0 day. OpenAI needed a novel vulnerability to walk out. Claude walked through a door someone forgot to close. Different movie, same blood on the carpet. The internet found the clean line. Compared to OpenAI, this looks worse for procedures, less impressive for model capabilities. Hugging Face was the kid who figured out the phone and ordered pizza. This is the parent who left the iPhone unlocked. Anthropic's own language, harness and operational failure. Translation, we told it to capture the flag, left the internet on, and then wrote a thoughtful blog post about what the model believed. Belief is cute, the latch was up, and then the comic. Dario reads the OpenAI incident report. Silence. Prepare Mythos. Give it internet. Leave PyPI open. Put credentials next to it. Paint a sign that says this is a simulation. Our model is dangerous too. Dark, mean, a little unfair. Also, look at the timeline. Rival escapes. You open 141,000 transcripts. You find 3 bodies. You publish. Everyone hears the same subtext whether you meant it or not. We are scary too. The internet wrote the joke. Anthropic supplied the punchline. So yes, Claude is hacking. You pointed a model with offensive cyber chops at a capture the flag, whispered there is no internet, and left the Ethernet cable plugged in. It used weak passwords and debug pages. Not genius, not Skynet, just competent, obedient, and wrong about the room it was in. 2 of 3 victims had not even noticed. April to July. Stop reporting this like a safari. These are your own security errors with a research abstract glued on top. First fix the harness, then lecture the field. The next lab will check under the bed after this one. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll be here for when Claude hacks again.